So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van de Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the
towering head! Has fallen kindly here! Goal, Italy! And the game springs instantly to life!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper, couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And the finish! And he's stuck it away. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Italy are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
That is good progress on the left. Looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Two-nil ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Aims beyond the defence. That's a shade optimistic. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Van de Ven. And it's Eze. Knocks it into space. Well read. And the danger is averted. And the shot! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Valverde looking to add to his goal. He's found the way through. Threads one in, and it's made its way to him. He's having a shot! Oh, there's the clearance. Hakimi. More and more pressure on the ball here. Nuno Mendes. Rafael Varane. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nuno Mendes. Azar, a player who needs no introduction. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
João Neves. Oh, this is a very good run. He is just caressing the ball. Now there's a fine ball. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he can clear it away. Ibrahimovic. And it's Hullet. Tries to play it through. And he's definitely onside. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Chance here to counter. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Martinez. He has found the way through. Picked out Eze! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And a chance! And again! And it's in! Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Valverde, Bellingham. Van de Ven. Italy looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's a little off target. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Eze. He's shifting through the gears here. Nuno Mendes. Tchouameni. Now Saliba. Italy are looking to break at pace. Martinez. Decent chance! And it's in! Spain are all square. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And Martinez! Outstanding by Martinez! That is a gem! An absolute! And that is indeed the final act. And we are up to the break.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running.
Italy can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Van de Ven. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. João Neves. And it's Azar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Martinez. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Martinez. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, important interception.
Martinez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Tchouameni. Oh, good take and a chance for a shot! Oh, he's been... and one more try! Well taken goal. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Italy dragged themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. He is through here. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
El dorsal 22, el dorsal 87. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9, Ibrahimovic, el dorsal 7.
This time, surely! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. That's really well cleared. And it's Mendes. Oh, that's delightful. Italy still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rafael Varane. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
And it's Ferdinand. Shapes to shoot! Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Goal! Spain! And again they hit the front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Italy have opted to make another change here. Spain leading now. Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Half an hour gone in the second half. He's picked his way through.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And this could be a Spanish counter-attack. Ibrahimovic. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Drills one in. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's only too happy to take that back. Time is running out here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Greenwood. Can he get on the end of this? That is good alertness. Thuram, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Pinches it off him. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Italy really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Thuram can clear it away. Tchouaméni. It's a threatening ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's lofted through here. Van der Sar claims comfortably. That's that, the end. Italy can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his...
Chance for a shot! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Hullet. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. And it's Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni gets across and deals with it. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Martinez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Over to the other side. Italy leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Nice control. Oh, strongly challenged there. Hazard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tchouaméni looking for options for movement. And here's Valverde. No luck with that dink over the top. Valverde wins the duel this time. Out towards the flank. Nuno Mendes with... Oh, great leap! And that's a sharp finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Italy are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Italy are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Now it's Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. Drills one in. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Very nicely done. In towards the back, and a header! Eze. Now it's Martinez. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's got a side of... Eze! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saliba, more and more pressure on the ball here. That's really well cleared. And we expected better, and so did he. Bellingham. Eze. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Martinez. Van de Ven gets into a good position. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Hazard plays a sharp little ball here. Mendes picks it up out wide. Has crossed into the middle. Ferdinand clears it away. Gullit. And the counter is on. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Neves. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Valverde. He's found a way through. That is a brilliant interception. And a chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot. And that is all they have time for. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Italy seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Hakimi. And Mendes. Rafael Varane. Hakimi. Valverde. And there's green grass ahead of him. This looks promising. He's picked his way through. Bellingham! And it's in! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Italy are having a ball here. João Neves. And it's Tchouaméni. Now there's a fine ball. Eze really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Hakimi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And it's Neves. He's having a pop! And this is Ibrahimovic. Great defending, strong and determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vinicius Junior being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Bellingham.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Looking for the run. João Neves. And that has left him in a heap. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Martinez. Threads one in. Thinks about the shot. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 14.
So we have movement on
El
both
dorsal
benches.
10. El dorsal 11.
At least that has given their
El
people
dorsal
something to
22.
smile about.
El dorsal 87.
Greenwood.
Serán sustituidos
Italy
por
still have
el
the
dorsal
cards to
9,
affect this game.
Ibrahimovic. El dorsal 7. El dorsal 18.
The
El
ball is
dorsal
loose
8.
and the chase
El
is
dorsal
on.
17.
Picked out
Modric.
brilliantly.
Cambio de jugadores.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Dembele. Dembele. It's Dembele! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top drawer! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Spain may be down, but not out just yet.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Ibrahimovic. A probing pass. Yildiz. Greenwood tries to pass it through. And this is Ronaldo. He is through here. Cristiano Ronaldo! Nicely aimed pass. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Aimed beyond the defence. That has not gone well. Tchouaméni. Knocks it into... Can he finish? He's got a goal! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out...
And that's it. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin, a delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway.
And Martinez!
Now, who's going to be first to this?
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Martinez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Ferdinand. That is lovely. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Aimed beyond the defence. Varane cuts out the pass. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Bellingham. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Bellingham. And it's Tchouameni. And the pass is intercepted. Martinez. He's found space here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Saliba.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot a goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Van de Ven can clear it away. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Hazard. He has a look up. Great chance! Goal, Italy! Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Italy have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now, can they get him away? Eze. And now the breakaway. Now it's Martinez. Ibrahimovic. João Neves. Valverde does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Vinicius Junior! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Van de Ven. Now João Neves. Bellingham. Valverde. And he's intervened well there.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
Ibrahimovic. And he's in on goal. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Played out wide. Rafael Varane. And it's Bellingham.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Ibrahimovic touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Neves. Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's the chance to counter. João Neves. João Neves cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now it's Eze. He is just caressing the ball. Great ball, and he's in here. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And it's half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Italy looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. So, into the second half. Hakimi. Good ball, good take. And he was quick to react. Bellingham. He's through here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Eze. Real chance! Deftly away. Bellingham. Traoré. Now it's Hazard. Vinicius Junior. And the shot! Loose. That's another chance! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. This for genuine comfort. He's missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And it's Hazard. Ibrahimovic goes for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
El dorsal 11.
Hazard with the short one. Hazard. Ibrahimovic.
El dorsal 7. El dorsal 18. El dorsal 8.
And now they can spring out of defence. Chouameni pokes it out wide. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Dink through. Defending of the desperate variety. Tchouaméni, Spain do have a chance to counter here. Bruno Fernandes. Ibrahimovic.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's Valverde. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bruno Fernandes. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Chance, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Ferdinand. El dorsal 22.
And it's Hakimi.
Serán sustituidos por
Italy perhaps
el dorsal
contemplating their
21.
next change here.
El dorsal 41. Cambio de
And a
jugadores.
play for a throw. Hakimi. Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well timed, excellent interception. Tchouaméni. Mbappe. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yildiz. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni. And this is Dembele. Greenwood. And Mendes. Italy can consider themselves just about safe now. Yildiz providing an outlet on that flank. He's picked his way through. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Gullit gets on his bike and on the move. Spread it left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Yildiz knocks it into space, not where it came from, and he's quick to get rid. Tchouaméni, some resolute defending there, and he's picked out the run. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And that's it.
Se ruega al propietario de un deportivo azul metalizado con matrícula Capicúa que acuda...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Looking for options for movement. Delivered low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Here comes another cross. Can he get it through? And he will. Valverde! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. He's cut it out. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Showing good feet. Tries a shot!
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Some good work on the right flank here. Bellingham. Here's Tchouaméni. And here's Ibrahimovic. Takes a shot! Goal, Italy! And we have liftoff! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Italy have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Bellingham. Bellingham running with the ball. Valverde. And here's Ibrahimovic. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played, well played. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. João Neves. Now it's Martinez. Ibrahimovic. Italy do have a chance to counter here. Azar, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mendes picks it up out wide. That's the throw. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Martinez. He shifted it to the flank. Eze. João Neves receives it in a good position. And the finish! And he hits the net. Spain are all square. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Valverde. Eze. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Gets his head on it! And he's following up! Goal! Spain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't...
And that is all they have time for. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Italy can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. João Neves. And it's Valverde. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Eze. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Bellingham. Little pass back. Threads one in. He's got away. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bellingham. Short changes him with that pass. And he's had it nicked away. That's good running with the ball. Vinicius Junior being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seem...
Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Spain are managing to come away unscathed, admittedly with a fairly thick slice of luck.
Well, that's the risk you have to take when you're fully committed to attack, Peter. they're going to leave a few areas unattended.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! And it's come back out to him. It's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Italy dragged themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
The two
9.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
El dorsal 22. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 14. El
And it's
dorsal
hoisted
7,
clear.
El dorsal 18. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Tchouaméni, good-looking ball. Cristiano Ronaldo, looking for the run. Brilliantly cut out. Italy do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Van de Ven. And it's Tchouaméni. Yildiz. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. João Neves. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Dembele. Ronaldo is herring after that one. Saliba clears it away. Mbappe. That's a little off target. Yildiz. Yildiz purring through the gears. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Dembele. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
So we have
87,
movement on both benches.
El dorsal 11. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 41. El dorsal 8. Se va a
Rapidly
realizar un cambio de
approaching the
jugadores.
end. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist. Nuno Mendes. And Hakimi. Italy have a free kick. He's had it taken off him. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Greenwood. And he's been shifted off it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Yildiz plays a sharp little...
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. He has found the way through. And here's Dembele. Yildiz receives him in a wide position. And this is Hullet. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Has another go! So that means another 30 minutes football. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
En el marcador se puede ver información sobre los autobuses que nuestra ciudad pone a disposición de los espectadores para sus desplazamientos hacia y desde el estadio. Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 19. Será reemplazado por...
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Van de Ven. And it's Van Dijk for Rice. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's Llorente. Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception, well timed. Rice. Thuram. And it's Tchouaméni. Now Van Dijk. Van de Ven. Van de Ven venturing down the left. And it's Rice. And here's Dembele. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Could move up a gear here. Great vision. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Nice control. Bruno Fernandes. And that has put a halt to things. Spain have their second corner now. They've played it short. Thuram, spread to the right. Well read, and the danger is averted. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So neither side able to conjure up a telling moment, and we are where we are. This is the last chance to win it. Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rice. And it's Rice. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Dembele. Rice is onto this.
Spain have it back and can go again. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Llorente tries to play it through. Rabiot.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Hullet.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, shooting chance!
No, just not quite.
Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, it's come loose. Looking to play him in. Chance, surely! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.